Hey, Rick. I'm so sorry for what happened to you, to Beth, and Glenn, for everything Maggie's lost.
My girl, she's strong. And my grandson, he'll only make her stronger.
My family. I found them.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Daryl here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead. A lot of stuff that we're talking about. Most importantly, though, guys.
The one. The only.
Andrew Lincoln has been spotted in Atlanta, and could he be returning to The Walking Dead?
Yeah, guys. So if you don't already know, it's already been all over the Twitter sphere, and we also retweeted it as well. Andy Lincoln was spotted in Atlanta just this past weekend by a fan. He was spotted. He took a picture with a fan, and that just made, of course, that's going to make the rounds. Andy Lincoln in Atlanta, Georgia, not too far away from Sonora, Georgia, where they're recording, The Walking Dead.
And with Norman Reedus.
And he took a picture with Norman Reedus. Now we know they're friends and everything,
Yeah.
and here's all the speculation. Is he filming? Because they're basically almost done filming the season. Is he just there to hang out and be with the family and friends and crew as they go on this journey to finish The Walking Dead? A lot of speculation. I mean, we don't really know. And then we also got the cinematographer who works on The Walking Dead. Somebody tweeted him and asked, or messaged him and asked, will we know something about Andy soon? Somebody asked him, and he says, yes, indeed. Now, will a cinematographer know all the details? Maybe not, but he could hear things. He knows people inside AMC that if they're rumbling and things like that. But let's talk about it. It's been a while since we talked about Rick.
It seems like we do it every video.
We do it every video, yeah.
But no, guys, he's back. It
needs to happen.
There is evidence that, hey, the show's wrapping up, and they want all the actors there to be a part of this,
monumental event,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
But then here's how I feel like we're gonna get what you and I have asked for in multiple videos, where he shows up at the end. And the reason why is because had they wrapped up filming already, I would say, no, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
had they wrapped up filming already,
we would have gotten a tweet.
I would have said, you know what? There's no possibility. Yes, he's there. He's there to celebrate the events of the show ending.
Right.
But the fact that they haven't wrapped up filming and he's there, he's coming back. They've filmed some scenes.
Definitely. Because, we'll definitely get a tweet and an announcement when they've completely done filming the season. That'll be like a huge tweet. Who knows, like Greg Nicotero, Angela Kang, Scott Gimple, everyone's going to be tweeting it. Even the actors and actresses are going to be tweeting stuff out. But it's kind of goes along the lines of what we have wanted and what needs to happen, because Rick, the character, by the end of the series, we know that we're going to be jumping another 6 months due to the episode 9 6-month jump that we got, the teaser at the end of that episode. So that's going to be bringing Rick Grimes's disappearance up to about 8 years gone now. But here's the thing. The Rick Grimes movies, hopefully they're going to get to them this year, right? But they're going to be filming them this year. They got to edit them, maybe reshoots. We probably won't see it until probably next year. Our biggest gripe was we don't want Rick Grimes's story ending to be in a movie, making it an optional viewing for fans that may or may not want to see it, right?
Yep.
You have to basically bring Rick and Michonne back together, bring them home, and then the movies will tell that other story, and if they do a spinoff with Michonne, whatever. But you have to bring back Andy Lincoln to finalize the freaking series. You have to.
It's a show that started with him. It has to end with him.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, it ending with him and giving basically what Daryl and I think is going to happen and giving that to the fans. It doesn't necessarily end the show like the way that it ended in the source material, which I kind of like. I kind of like that at this point.
Right.
To me, it's honestly a whole different story. Sprinkled in there a lot of the events of the source material. But you make up a good point. This is, in my opinion, nothing if Denai Guerrera isn't there as well. Right?
They both need to be there.
It doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to bring him back without Michonne. You and I talked about this. It needs to be Rick and Michonne. We open up the gates and there they come walking in, right? That scene, it needs to be both of them, because if it's one of them, it wouldn't make any sense.
It wouldn't make any sense. And it really wouldn't make sense that, now we have to wait to watch the Rick movies, if they're still planning on 3 of them, to find out how he gets home, to find out that he finally gets back home and gets reunited with everybody. Nobody wants to wait another year or 2 years until they finish the freaking movie or movies to find that out. It would be heartbreaking. Plus, then if Denai Guerrera's not back for the finale, then are you telling that story within the Rick movies as well? Or are you doing a spinoff with her? Like, you don't want to go that route. It's going to piss so many people off. We know that COVID has taken a rampage through this nation and the world, and it's affected all industries as a whole. But you just have to do it. So, I mean, we're pumped about it, guys. It could, let's say he's not filming and he's just there hanging out. Okay, great. But, I mean, we haven't gotten signs of Denai Guerrera being there.
Wouldn't that piss you off
It would piss me. It's going to piss me off if he's not in it, or if they're both not in it.
Like, he's there. You have the opportunity to include him in there.
Correct.
And you don't do it.
Yeah.
That would piss me off worse than nothing, him not being there.
Yeah.
And you didn't have the opportunity, right?
Yeah, because I saw on Twitter somebody mentioned that they believe, or that they've heard, that he is going to be here in the States until roughly around the end of February, and then he's heading back to
Isn't that convenient?
He's heading back to the UK to film a movie.
Isn't that convenient?
Yeah, well, there you go. Exactly. But I mean, guys, it's what needs to happen for the proper closure of the series, especially for those 2 characters, and especially for Daryl, Judith, RJ, and every other character who is missing Rick and Michonne, to get him back.
He doesn't know he has a kid. Right?
Well, he doesn't know he has RJ. No.
There's so many like wonderful moments that you can put in this last episode just with him coming back.
Well, think about Daryl. He's going to be bawling his eyes out because he was searching for him.
You and I have talked about this. I'm looking forward to that reunion more than I'm looking forward to the Denai Guerrera reunion or the Michonne remote.
A lot of people have said that too. Yeah.
That's obviously going to be the movies, I think.
Really? What?
The Michonne Rick Grimes reunion.
I don't want that to be. I want it.
It has to be if they're going to do it this way.
Well,
it has to be.
Well, here's the thing. Like, so they don't have to tell. They're not going to tell the entire story of how.
No, they're not going to.
They're not going to.
That's what it.
Yeah. So if they both come back at the end of the finale, then we'll see the previous interaction in the movies of how Michonne found Rick. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. For sure.
So that and what I was saying is, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Daryl reunion more than anything.
Yeah, a lot of people, they want, of course, all the reunions are going to be amazing, but a lot of people are like they want to see Daryl and Rick. For sure. It's
not even just the best friend stuff. It's you mentioned it. The dude looked for him for over 7 years. Look, I'm not saying Michonne didn't.
Well, yeah.
She certainly obviously did.
She's probably doing it right now.
But it was a majority of Daryl. Doing it during that 7-year time frame.
Yeah.
But we talked about another point, right? Like, Jarrell and I's biggest worry is that they're going to announce Andrew Lincoln returning before we actually see it happening.
Yeah.
And look, just like this is a prime example of there's no way they can hide spoilers.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
suck, dude.
Yeah,
don't announce it.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you've seen recently. There's been a lot of leaked set photos that have been posted. A lot of stuff's been getting leaked. So I mean, if somebody is around to leak it, they're probably going to leak it. But you don't really need to worry about ratings. like, you don't need to announce Rick Grimes is coming back and Michonne is coming back to get your ratings up for the finale. Yeah. The ratings are already going to be up. Plus, I don't know how the ratings really work when you have the episode out a week early. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
I'm sure they can still measure it. But
yeah, they can measure
at this point, like,
just,
you're ending the series.
Yeah.
I know you want it to go out in a bang, and I think regardless, it's going to. Like, you're going to bring back a lot of fans that are going to probably binge from the moment Glenn gets killed all the way until now, and then watch the final episodes. Like, that's just going to happen. Yeah. But don't announce it.
I don't think it needs to be announced that he's coming back. You really want
Can
fans.
I just be surprised for once?
Exactly.
AMC.
And then it comes out to, okay, well, how is AMC going to really do the last 2 to 3 episodes of the series? Are they going to have that released a week early? Are they going to cut it back to maybe, okay, you have AMC Plus, we'll make it available Thursday or Friday?
Honestly, dude, I can't imagine.
Or not doing it early at all, and everyone has to watch it Sunday night.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. It would be better.
It would be better. Honestly, bring it back to what it was before all of the AMC Plus stuff. Like, bring it back to, hey, this is releasing Sunday. You need to, you want to see it? Watch it.
You're watching it. Yeah. I mean, for reactors like us and everyone out there who does reactions, being able to watch it early, to be able to edit it, get it up early for people, it's been great. We like it, but it does suck getting it out that early. You know, I think before, when it was like Thursdays, I think that was like almost early enough. That was decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for this finale, either the last 2 to 3 episodes, I think you got to cut the week early thing and just do Sundays, because it's going to be huge. Because if Rick Grimes and Michonne do come back, it's going to be spoiled a week early for people.
Man, we could almost do a live and watch it live.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
And to give that to you guys, that'd be sweet. I hope they do that. I really do.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Another thing that we've heard is that the finale supposedly, guys, this isn't confirmed, but supposedly could be roughly around 2 hours. Which sounds sufficient. You know what I mean?
I love that.
2 hours?
Movie?
If it's true.
You're watching a movie.
Exactly. Yeah. If it is true. Now, of course, for AMC Plus users, it would be like a full almost 2 hours. But I think it's probably 2 hour full runtime, but that's like with commercials. So then take out like the commercials and it's probably like an hour and maybe 40 minutes, but still, it's still long.
You know what I mean? I get excited just thinking about that. I wish we were at like, it sucks. I don't want to see the show end, but I wish we were at the final episode now so we could just sit and watch it. Dude, do you think that they don't do, we talked about this before, I'm sorry if we're a broken record here, but do you think they don't do the 25-year skip and do just like a year skip? Because hear me out. Like, I don't want the final episode to be about the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree with me? I just don't want it to be.
Yeah.
I want it to be about solely about our characters.
They've solidified everything. The Commonwealth is now
everything.
The Commonwealth is now
theirs.
A part of the communities now.
Exactly.
It's another one of their communities, like they did in the source material. It's Alexandria, Hilltop, Commonwealth, Greenville, which was one of the other communities part of the Commonwealth.
And you don't need a 25-year skip to do that.
No.
And because
you don't.
And it makes sense, right? Because if you're bringing back Rick Grimes, we're not going to get an 80-year-old Rick Grimes. That's just not going to happen. So it would make sense if they did just a year skip. Our group has developed this community enough to where it's theirs.
Right.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, we mentioned that before because one of the biggest things of why we didn't want a 25-year time skip is because of the actress and actor who plays, Judith and RJ. You would have to get older actors to play them.
Yep.
And you really want to see Kaylee Fleming, Judith, now seeing her father now, and then of course RJ,
But it's also more than that too. You'd have to old up
everyone.
Exactly.
Everyone.
Exactly. And look, some people can do that. I'm not knocking, the makeup industry,
like
but man, it gets to the point where it looks fake.
It can look a little ridiculous,
right?
It's hard to it's hard because what they're going to do is put a picture in a computer generated image to see, okay, what would you look like old? How would we be able to make it look right?
And they're not going to do that for everyone.
You don't want to do that for everybody.
No, I don't want a bunch of oldies ending the show. No offense. No offense.
Because you would definitely see like...
I'm getting old myself.
Right. Like I'm thinking of like Ezekiel. Like his dreads would be bright
Assuming
white.
he's alive.
Assuming he's alive. His dreads would be bright white. His beard would be white. Like it would just be... It'd be crazy to do. But
who's the oldest character-wise? Is it Carol?
I don't know because I'd have to look in the fandom wiki to see what her age is in the show. I don't know her actual age.
I don't know either.
In the show.
We're just talking character. We're not talking actress or actor.
Yeah, we're talking character. Because
it's not Daryl.
I would think, so if you're thinking Carol was probably maybe in her late 20s, early 30s when we...
do you think that
probably
young?
Probably in her 30s. I would say maybe in her 30s.
Because they had how many kids? 2?
They had 2 kids. Yeah, so maybe in her 30s, and then now that it's jumped, 7, 8 years,
1 kid.
She could be maybe 40. Sophia, yeah. I mean, yes, Carol's hair is gray, white, whatever. I mean, there's people that are young in their 20s that get gray, white hair. So she could probably be in her 40s now, maybe.
No one else
in the show. What's that?
No one else really had kids, I don't think. I mean, you can't count Maggie. We know Maggie's a younger character just based upon Herschel and when we met her.
Yeah. Yeah. You could probably say Carol would probably be the oldest of the characters at the moment. Maybe on the lines of Ezekiel. Ezekiel could be maybe that age range.
And here's the deal. Here's another evidence that you're not going to get a big 25-year skip is, again, it goes back to the Daryl and Carol spinoff. Like, they're going to be gone after this, right?
Well, I mean,
so you can't have an 80-year-old Carol.
They technically could, because basically
unless they do the show based upon the time between.
Yeah. Okay. They could do the spinoff based upon before the time skip of the finale. That's where the Daryl and Carol spinoff took place, and then the finale. But I'm like you. I don't want a 25-year time skip. I don't. Like they did in the source material.
I mean, you changed the story so much. At this point,
it's not needed.
It's not needed.
Because the 25-year time skip was truly about one character completing the series. And that character was killed off very early. Carl Grimes.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Done beautifully.
But that was really the big part of the 25-year time skip was about him.
Yep.
And pushing on through the world without his father, all that jazz.
Hey, who is he married to?
Who?
In the source material. Who was Carl married to? I just can't remember.
Oh yeah.
It was Sophia. Okay, so there's another character that's killed off. Damn.
Exactly.
So yeah, guys, you can't do that.
Yeah. And what the beautiful thing about how they ended the Walking Dead source material is, in a way, you're thinking that the source material was Carl reading that story to his daughter.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful, and the fade
awesome.
out of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
guy, if you haven't read it, read it. It's awesome.
We may have spoiled some things, but you guys know that already.
Yeah,
but yeah, guys. So it's stay tuned. If they do announce something, I'm sure we'll probably do a video and talk about it, because we may not be able to not see it, not hear about it. I just, if it is something about Andrew Lincoln, like this announcement, maybe it's the announcement of Andy's coming back after, he has a movie or two in UK. Maybe, Rick Grimes movies are going to start this summer, which it's kind of been the rumor that they're going to, but maybe that's the announcement. Or I just don't want them to say Andrew Lincoln is back and he's filmed his scenes. I don't want to hear it. I just want to assume that he is, just because he's in Atlanta. I will assume he is, because it's the right thing to do and it needs to happen for the movies to make sense for his ending to be solidified.
But boy, if it doesn't.
If it doesn't,
waiting to see our reaction.
We are going to be sitting in front of this camera probably just like this the whole fucking time. And not say a damn word for 15 minutes.
It'll be worse than the Game of Thrones.
Oh, it'll be definitely worse than the Game of Thrones. Oh my
I mean,
God.
that's pretty hard not to get Yeah, it'll be bad.
Yeah, it'll be bad, guys. So let us know what you think. One, do you feel that Andrew Lincoln is filming his scenes because he's in Atlanta? Two, do you feel that Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrera should be filming scenes together and return in this finale and not have to wait for the movies? And do you want to know any announcement of Andrew Lincoln filming, or would you want to be surprised when you watch the actual episode?
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is enough. That's all I need.
That's it. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more news from us. I'm Daryl.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation. We're out.